Carolina Marin of Spain loves shopping. Well, she might go to the Grand Old Lady of Sydney for some high-end shopping at the Queen Victoria building. What a wonderful stopover. What a place to go. You can enjoy fine shopping, fine dining, beautiful cafes. It's all there at the Queen Victoria building. And we are highlighting some of the fantastic places here in Sydney at the Star Australian Open Badminton Championships for 2014. And we are moving into a much-awaited men's singles quarter-final. It is Kento Momota up against Tommy Sugiarto, the 7th seed up against the 3rd seed. And Jill, again, this is an anticipated showdown between two really good players.
Yes, and I think the world of badminton has been very excited by Kento Momota, former world junior champion, and there you can see he is one of 3 Japanese players on the Destination Dubai ranking list. Of course, Lee Chong-wei firmly placed at #1 despite losing in the semi-final in Indonesia.
Service over. 8-5.
So Kento Momota, the left-hander.
Red.
The umpire, toss of the coin, the first duty of our umpire for this one. It is Susan Taylor from Australia. So looking at the men's singles draw, this is from the bottom half of the draw, and you can see that Simon Santoso, who won the Singapore Super Series event, he's already through to the semi-final stage, beating Wong Wing Ki of Hong Kong, as you can see. So to the left-handed, Kento Momota, #7 seed here, 12 in the world ranking, just down from his highest ever. He's been 1 place higher. He came here last year when the Australian Open was a Grand Prix gold event, reached the last 16 as the #16 seed. But my goodness, what an improvement over the last 12 months. And you can see his win-loss record for the year. More importantly, I think, was his performance in the Thomas Cup campaign, with, of course, Japan winning the Thomas Cup for the very first time. His opponent, the #3 seed, Tommy Sugiarto, 26 years of age from West Jakarta, #5 in the world ranking. He has been as high as 3. Now you go back to 2011 at the Australian Open, and this man was a semi-finalist, so he obviously likes coming here to this event. Now, his win-loss record for the year for a player that's ranked so highly, it looks a little dismal, 8-8. And that, of course, is because he's had 3 first-round losses in Super Series tournaments. Now, this is the 3rd meeting between these 2 men. Last won by Tommy Sugiarto. In fact, both the previous meetings were last year, both in the first round of events, Super Series events. But that looks a very, very convincing 2nd game there for Tommy Sugiarto against Kento Momota.
And the good news, Jill, for Tommy Sugiarto is that he's had a relatively comfortable passage into the quarters.
Yeah, both of his matches in 2 straight games. Tommy Sugiarto's first round opponent, a qualifier, Mohamed Arif Abdul Latif. Susan Taylor and David Turner, court officials.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Local officials. And Kento Momota had a comfortable first round, but then against countryman Sho Sasaki went 3.
Went 3. Sho Sasaki, of course, is a former winner of the Australian Open, having won in 2011. But I think we should make note of his first round opponent. Momota beat Hans Christian Wittinghus, who's just gone up to a career high number 10 in the world ranking. And to beat him in 2 straight games, I thought was very impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kento Momota, Japan. On my left, Tommy Sugiarto, Indonesia. Kento Momota to serve. Love all. Play.
So the former world junior champion, Kento Momota, number 7 seed against the number 3 seed, Tommy Sugiarto of Indonesia.
1 love.
As I was alluding to by the year win-loss record for Tommy Sugiarto, 8-8. Hasn't had his best 6 months, I have to say.
2 love.
Reached the final of the Malaysian Super Series, the first of the Premier Super Series events in January, did the Indonesian. And since then, he's been struggling with injury. He withdrew from 3 events, the German Grand Prix Gold, the India Super Series and the Singapore Super Series, where he was defending champion.
3 love.
Confident start for him. He's got a bit of take too. Momota.
What a good rally. Very clear to see how all 4 corners of the court are used. Yeah, lovely finish from the left-hander.
Service over. 1.
Now, I have my concerns
3.
as far as Tommy Sugiarto is concerned, because I think that he relies very, very heavily on his physicality. So if there's been an injury problem, which there obviously has, then that makes a huge impact on his level of play. Kento Momota, on the other hand, is a very naturally gifted player. Good racket skills, number of good winning shots.
Again, another good rally.
Yeah, it's landed in. And that's so typical of the style of play from this man, Tommy Sugiarto. Oldest son of Ichuk Sugiarto, former world champion. And like his father, very muscular legs, physically very strong indeed, and will run and run and run all day long.
Long.
5-1.
Good start here. Nice smash.
Service over. 2-5.
What sort of mindset does Momota have to take into this, knowing that his opponent is, you know, relies on the physical game, and he also can run it forever?
Well, I think he's got to draw on his experience of when he beat his opponent, which was in the first round of the China Masters last year.
Oh,
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, when I say that he's got winning shots, that's a perfect example. So he's a patient player as well. He's got good skills, and I would have thought that after his Thomas Cup campaign, he played in 5 of the 6 matches that Japan needed to lift the Thomas Cup trophy. He won all 5, including victories over Victor Axelsen, who's a hugely talented young Danish player, Du Peng Yu, who's been up at number 3 in the world ranking, and in the final won the crucial match, in my opinion, one of the crucial matches against Chong Wei Feng. Now, you've got to draw on all of that experience to bring into a match like this.
Some great scramble in that rally too. Didn't see it in the replay, but during the rally, the little dive onto the court. Straight back up and eventually won the point.
Service over. 6-4.
Second game, global play.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the skill. That's the creativity.
5-6.
And that's the sort of winner that we know that Momota can play. Well, that's interesting. Umpire not allowing him to tell down. Quite right too. Only played 11 points.
Service over. 1-4.
Service over. 7-5.
Was forced to hit it up, gave his opponent a nice opportunity to set up.
Service
They
over.
couldn't get it back into.
2-4.
Service over. 6-7.
Change a shuttlecock.
Service over. 3-2.
Oh, it's called good.
Service over. 8-6.
Momota has a little think about it, but decides not to challenge. Oh, it's quite right not to as well. Sidelining question.
That was one of your not even close ones. Not too much damage done. He wins the service back again.
8.
Service over. 3-4.
Players put lots of energy into their game. No wonder they're perspiring and taking their time. He's let another one. That's 2 in a row he's let drop in.
Yeah, that one, in fairness, it was the back line in question. The previous one was a sideline. Yeah, but I said right at the start of quarterfinals day, I thought there was a bit of drift in the arena, and I think as far as the lengthways is concerned, the lift from Sugiarto is going to get caught in against the drift and is more likely to stay in. Yeah, that's nice. Good play from Sugiarto.
10-7.
Always looked in control during that rally and then nicely finished off with a beautiful smash. Yeah, that was never coming back.
Interval.
Men's quarterfinal. It is Sugiarto leading Momota 11-7. Sugiarto in control. Here's Momota. 26-year-old getting instructions from his coach. Looks pretty calm out there, Jill.
Yeah, he's looking full of confidence at the moment. That's a good sign. That says to me that he's back to full fitness.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20
As I said
seconds.
earlier, he relies on his physicality. So if he's feeling physically fit, he will be full of confidence.
All to do, Momota in this first game.
(11-7). Play.
Sugiarto of Indonesia in control against Momota from Japan.
12-7.
It's the first point after the break. And Jill, you were saying he relies on physicality and he's had that battle with injuries, but his form in this tournament has been pretty good, so perhaps the confidence is starting to return in the game, and you know, he feels he's over the injuries, he can just concentrate on play.
Yeah, that's right, and I think that he's a player that actually thrives on a lot of play. So a lot of matches, a lot of tournaments, and the fact that he's had to withdraw from 3 tournaments so far this year, that will have dented the confidence. So the more he plays, the more rounds he can get through, as you say, in fairly comfortable style, the more the confidence will return.
Again, another quality rally from those two.
Yeah, it seems to me as if Momota just loses patience. Because I think he's a creative player, an adventurous player. When he plays against a runner, I think he struggles. Because what he thinks should be winning shots, or maybe a shot that's getting him a distinct advantage within the rally, it just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, and he feels this need, this pressure to make it tighter and tighter, and that's when he starts making errors.
Sugiarto in control. 9-8.
It's gone wide.
He's having a think about it.
No, I wouldn't challenge that one. That'd be a waste. Look at that athletic movement. Terrific.
I reckon he knew it when he hit it.
Yeah.
He thought, didn't quite get that.
Yeah, players instinctively know.
Yeah. Gee, it was a good get. Great reach.
Service over, 14-9.
That's a good sign for someone who's had some injury problems and looking for court time. Great confidence in his reach. Grabbed it, got the point. Leading comfortably, 5 points.
Oh, that is brilliant. Now that's the sort of thing that I've been expecting
Service
from the
over,
19-year-old left-hander.
14.
How about the power and the timing in that smash? Just looked beautiful off the racket. Here we go, we'll get another shot at this. Bang.
Yeah, just imparted a bit of slice on that, so he's going for angle rather than power. And when you slice across the feathers as well, that creates extra deception.
Service over. 10, 12.
He's pushed it wide. Almost looked to me as if Tommy Sugiarto changed his mind on that one.
13, 10.
Momota looking to claw his way back into this. Oh yes, come up with some good points. 3 good points.
12-14.
Court will be mopped of the perspiration after the dive. Perspiration left on the court surface. Now you see, this is the sort of attacking, creative play, looking for angles, looking for the short, sharp shots in a downward direction. That's the sort of rally that I expected from Momota right from the start.
Do you think he's got more aggressive, trying to take the game to Sugiarto?
Yeah, I do.
Service over.
And he has to. 5 points adrift at 9-14. He had to say to himself, well, I've got to do something different. Oh, clever. Unbelievable defence. Yeah, good rally.
16-12.
Yeah, the initiative switching from one player to the other. No, he's missed it. That's wide.
Service
Yeah, moves
over.
it to
13-16.
Pull the trigger early there. far. Yep, but not good enough. Gives Momota an opportunity.
That's a nice net shot. Yeah, game's definitely up to tempo.
Another good rally. Oh, safe.
Service over. 19-12.
No.
Just wide.
Service over, 17-13.
Service over. 30-19.
Play.
Service over. 20. Match point. 15.
Oh, that's clever. Half smash.
Oh,
Oh, the knock off the net
18,
cord.
13.
Hit the tape and bounced over.
cruel way to end what was a really good rally.
Look at that retrieving capability.
Court, please.
Yes. Powerful movement.
Tommy.
Keeps low in his movement around the court and then springs high as he's going to hit the shuttle.
You don't do the apologetic hand up like they do in tennis when they get a net
Yeah, he
cord.
did.
He did? Yeah.
He did.
Oh, did you see that? I thought you would.
Yeah.
Because that's the unfortunate thing with any sport that involves a net. You're going to get some and you're going to lose some, aren't you?
This is a good rally. Yeah.
Service over, 14-18.
He's starting to win a couple of these, Momota, where he's hanging in and playing Sugiarto across the court and moving him around a bit. Not trying to finish it quickly. Let's see if he can get a run of points.
Missed it.
15-18.
Versus Masaki Matsushima and Ayaka Takahisha of Japan. Umpire was Galvez from Australia, service judge Kelly Hall from Australia.
Oh, dear me. Oh, it was the right idea.
Service over, 19-15.
He knows that was a bad miss. Points away from the first game. Indonesia's Tommy Sugiarto. Oh, there's that shot making again.
Service over, 16-19.
On court 2, women's doubles, match number 25. Christine Peterson and Camilla Rita Jewell of Denmark.
come game point opportunities.
16.
4 of them to be precise for Tommy Sugiarto.
Saves one.
Service over. 17.
Momota.
20.
Oh, good net shot. Yeah. Well, you see, I think
18,
that
20.
Momota should have been trying to play like that the whole time. Short, sharper rallies. Use his skills, use his attacking play.
Lovely way to finish the game. Tommy Sugiarto of Indonesia takes the first game over Kento Momota, 21-18. Jill, this man is on his way to perhaps a semi-final appearance tomorrow. Keep it. If he can keep up this kind of form for one more game, he'll be through.
Yeah, he's looking impressive at the moment, but I think it's way too early to write off Momota.
Momota gave us some signs during that opening game that if he can get that shot making going, he'll be able to do it. Look at that. Bondi, a very, very famous beach here in Sydney. Lots and lots of people enjoy their weekends and their spare time on the beach, in the baths, in the sand, on the beach, on the shoreline. And it is one of the wonderful spots that you can enjoy while you're here in Sydney. Of course, we are here for the Star Australian Open Badminton Championships for 2014. And we are in a men's quarter-final. It is Japan's Kento Momota up against Indonesia's Tommy Sugiarto. The third seed, and Sugiarto has taken the first game off the 7th-seeded Momota.
Second game. Love all. Play.
Good aggressive start by Sugiarto. Takes the serve off Momota. And Jill, if you were in the corner of Momota, what would you have told him during the break?
Play the net. Get to the net early. Not using it enough at the moment. There we go. He's got the lift. Now go for it. And again, good net shot. That's well played by Sugiarto, but that's the sort of rally that Momota needs to play.
set up beautifully for it, but there was some great scramble there from Sugiarto. You can't help but appreciate the scramble he puts in here.
Well, the court attendant is on doing the mopping. Players not being allowed to leave the court and tell themselves down. No, always in two minds about that, because if you're going to have a delay in play while the court attendant comes on, the more that the players can mop the perspiration off themselves to stop it dripping down onto the court, the better.
Well, the less stoppages you're going to have.
Yeah, exactly.
1, 2.
But I understand the philosophy of the umpires completely. You want play to be continuous. That's what the rule says. Trying to play the net.
Over. 3, 1.
It's a fine line for Momota, isn't it? Because he has to be aggressive. He has to try something, and in that, unforced errors could creep up on him.
Yeah, I think he's got to have faith in his
Service over.
delightful
2,
racket
3.
skills. I mean, I think that each player, you know your qualities, you know your weaknesses. He knows he's got more variety of shot. He knows he's got winners like that. But in the very early stages of this quarter-final, he wasn't using them.
No.
He was playing the running game. And tactically, I'm a little bewildered by it, to be honest.
And it played straight into the hands of Sugiarto.
Exactly.
Oh, just wide. No.
Yeah.
Service
wide.
over. 4, 3.
Well, forced to play the backhand there, Momota. And his backhand wasn't really deep enough in court. Look at Sugiarto's feet. He's inside the doubles court as he leaps in the air. And as I was saying earlier in the day, where the player is jumping from, that's a clear indication of really where the shuttle, whether it's going to be deep in court or not. So that really was just not good enough on the backhand from the Japanese left-hander.
He's taking control again. Sugiarto.
3.
Three-point break here. Again, looks very comfortable. No, that's wide. 7-3 now. Year-old from Japan. Needs to turn things around. Turn them around quickly.
Oh, yeah. It's found the line.
8-3.
See, this is the thing with Sugiarto. He plays this patient running game and just waits for the right opportunity. Yet he has got winning shots, but he doesn't use them perhaps
overuse them.
He doesn't overuse them, and I think when he plays against players like world number 1 Lee Chong-wei, he struggles because he doesn't. It's not instinctive in him to play the winners enough. But certainly at the moment in this quarter-final, Tommy Sugiarto's tactics and his style of play is suiting the situation very well indeed.
(9-3).
Yeah, and it's 6 straight points. That's the important thing in my mind. 3 all, and then suddenly it's a huge advantage.
Wow, came back with interest.
10.
Well, it's the tight spinning net shot that did all the damage. And it's that close to the net, you just cannot get a deep lift. Look where his feet are this time. He's barely half court as he plays the jump smash. Ah, that's nice.
11-3.
And again finds the line, does Tommy Sugiarto, the 3rd seed, in control against Kento Momota. He leads 11-3 after taking the first game 21-18. The semi-final awaits this young man from Indonesia, 26-year-old Tommy Sugiarto, the 3rd seed, in control against Kento Momota, the 7th seed from Japan.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Jill, he needs a turnaround, does Momota, and he needs it fast.
Yeah. I'm not sure from his body language, from his previous rallies, whether he really has the belief today.
White, white. 11-3. Play.
And Sugiarto leading 11-3. Serves after the break and puts that one away. And I think your comment, Jill, about the body language is certainly showing at the moment. One man is on top and playing like it, and the other man is just clutching at straws.
Yeah, 9 straight points at this level of badminton really shouldn't happen. Look how Sugiarto just waited by the net there, expecting the drop shot. And finally, the run comes to an end.
Service over. 4-12.
Now, I'm sure Momota would love a run like that. 9 points, 10 points straight.
Service over. 13.
Well, he needed that. He did need a little run. Now you see, when he comes forward to the forehand net, racket arm outstretched, he was doing everything right, apart from the execution of the shot. It's going wide as well, surely. Yeah.
Total control here.
14-4.
Sugiarto. 10-point gap on Kento Momota. Place in the semi-finals beckons. Just our Australian Open.
Service over. 5-14.
Push that a little wide. Let's see what the 7th seed has got. Can he conjure something? I am just flabbergasted by the shot selection and the patience being shown by Sugiarto.
5.
Just sets up the point beautifully, Jill.
Yeah, the poise and balance in his movement there. That was a great example.
Service over. 6-15.
I wonder too if there's a bit of fatigue for Momota after that 3-game battle against Sho Sasaki, his countryman, in the previous round.
Yeah, I guess possibly, but for both these men, this is their 3rd tournament in 3 weeks, and over that period of time, I think the physicality evens itself out. I just don't think he's got the answers at the moment for Sugiarto. All credit to Sugiarto. Yeah, look at the body language of the left-hander.
Service
After
over.
the rally there.
16-6.
Obvious disappointment.
It's just not happening, is it?
No, and you can't afford to show your disappointment at this level of sport. I know that's easier said than done, and I know we as fans love to see a bit of expression, whether it's, you know, disappointment or elation, but, you know, every coach will tell you you can't let your opponent see you down. You've got to stay in there, stay positive,
16.
look as if you're fighting the whole time.
Yeah, that down and out non-verbal sends a very dangerous message to your opponent. Don't jump on that when you're in elite sport.
Service over. 17-7.
It's a wince. Again, disappointment. Put it straight into the net. So he knows he's not playing well, doesn't he?
Yeah, but, you know, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in his attitude and his reaction right now. Because I thought that he came of age during the Thomas Cup finals. I thought he was a huge part of the team to lift the Thomas Cup trophy. You know, and today I've seen, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I've seen the boy again. I've seen the world junior champion again. I haven't seen the man.
perhaps we are seeing the man at the other side of the court. Tommy Sugiarto, another winner. And again, at the end of a patient, long rally where he waited for an opportunity and then went down the line and got the winner.
Yeah, and again, wasn't the power play, just going for placement.
7.
So match point opportunities for Tommy Sugiarto.
We better not tell him how many, because it's an unlucky number for some. 13 of them. Only needs one.
Game.
An error from his opponent means that Tommy Sugiarto, the third seed from Indonesia, has progressed to the semi-finals, having beaten Kento Momota of Japan 21-18, 21-7 in 45 minutes. Yeah.
That was an impressive performance, I have to say, from Tommy Sugiarto, and how wonderful to see him back to the sort of form that took him to number 3 in the world ranking. As I said a little earlier, I was a little disappointed with Momota, with his attitude. He's got such wonderful skills, he's got so many winning shots, but quite frankly, we didn't see, I personally didn't really see enough urgency in his style of play. It was all too much going through the motions, and that to me was disappointing.
And in the end, he had no answer to what Sugiarto was doing, which was just waiting and being patient. And here we see some of the fantastic highlights from Tommy Sugiarto of Indonesia through to the semi-finals of the men's singles at the Star Australian Open. There are our results so far. We've had 2 women's singles quarterfinals. We've had a quarterfinals in the mixed doubles and also in the men's singles. And we are now going to a men's double match, and more action to come. Stay tuned to the Star Australian Open Badminton Championships for 2014.